Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be presenting underrated movies. Now the reason I made this list is because there's so many good movies out there that just go under the radar. Whether it be they weren't marketed or just bad luck, small budgets, they're an indie movie, the genre, whatever. There are quite a few movies that I will put on and within 10 minutes say, no, I'm not watching this. They're that bad. I mean, there's 5 to 10 new movies uploaded every day. That's how many people can make movies nowadays. There's a lot more studios. There's a lot more creators. There's a lot more people doing it in a lot more countries. So it makes the haystack a lot bigger. However, that does make it much more satisfying when you do find one of those gold nuggets. Now this list is only going to have 10, but I'll probably do a few more lists. There's a lot of them. I've actually got a list. This isn't really well organized. Here it is. Those are a few of my favorite horror movies. Anyways, I would like to share some of that knowledge with you guys. This would have to be Griff. Come on. No. Alright. Number 10 on the movie is one of my favorite vampire movies. It's not a very well-known vampire movie. It stars Paul Bettany, Carl Urban's in it, and it's just very underrated. And that movie is Priest. I don't know why I say it like that. Priest is kind of like a vampire, post-apocalyptic, one mega city. I almost get like a Star Wars-y vibe from it. You have these priests which are trained by the church during the war against the vampires, and they have almost supernatural, I don't want to say they're actually, it's like they're touched by the hand of God, and they are his hand-picked warriors. Anyways, they are the best at fighting the vampires, and they've almost, since the war, been forgotten, kind of like our John Rambo type character. Anyways, yes, it is a very action-packed, well-paced movie, and it's different, and I like that. Number 9 on the list is The Vicious Kind. It's something I don't usually enjoy. It's the genre I'm not big into, and that's just small indie flicks.
By asking about the architect and then immediately thereafter saying that you build homes implies that you were an architect, which you are not.
I find them slow, boring. They're all about, that inner journey, which is fine. That's great. The inner journey is a powerful storytelling tool. However, there needs to be more, especially nowadays with the audiences you get, with the new generations, the younger generations. They want that, that extra stuff. This is just a small indie film. It stars Adam Scott, J.K. Simmons is in it, Brittany Snow. I love Brittany Snow. Pitch Perfect. It's Adam Scott, and he's an insomniac. Doesn't sleep. I can relate to that. Walks through his days like half in, half out of it. It's just a good story. It's about him and his brother coming back for Thanksgiving with his girlfriend and staying at their dad's house, who he hasn't spoken to in years, and I just love Adam Scott. I love his character. I love the way he plays him. It's a good movie.
I'm your son, Donald. I'm your son.
I tried to come over a couple of times.
I've lived less than 2 miles away from you for more than 8 years, Dad.
8 on my list is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It's kind of like a comedy horror.
Whatever you say, just smile and laugh.
You guys, going camping?
It stars Tyler Labine, Alan Tudyk, I don't know, Katrina Bowden. I love Alan Tudyk. He stars in the show Firefly, which is one of my favorite sci-fi series. He's also from Resident Alien, the new show, which is really good. Yeah, it's a comedy horror where these 2 buddies are just driving up to this new cabin in the woods they bought, and a group of young college kids sees them and thinks they're creepy and murdery, and yeah, it just goes from there. It's awesome. The whole time the college kids think these guys are trying to murder them, and they're just, shy, weird, kind of sweet, innocent. They're just 2 guys trying to fix up a cabin. I don't even know anybody who's ever seen it, but yeah, if you get a chance, watch it. Check it out. Like every movie on this list.
No, it's college kid blood. One of those suckers came running out of nowhere and speared himself straight through the gut and died right on top of me, Todd. Holy crap. Oh no!
Number 6 on the list is The Devil's Pass, also known as the Dyatlov Pass incident. This movie, it's a smaller, I don't want to say it's a small budget movie because it doesn't appear that way in the movie. There's not really any big actors. Holly Goss, I believe, Luke Albright, a couple other just small actors. It's about a group of college kids who have been studying this group from the 50s that went missing, and it was a horrible mystery where they all died, their bodies were found frozen, some of them not wearing shoes, up in the Russian mountains. It was named Dyatlov's Pass because it was Dyatlov's group. They followed their exact tracks up into the Russian mountains, and yeah, it's sci-fi horror. You go into it expecting anything, and you come out and you're just pleasantly surprised. It has a good ending. I liked the ending. It's unique and it has a good build and good pacing, and I thought the acting was strong, it was good, and the effects were on par for the rest of the movie. It's a great story. When they get up on the mountain, weird things start happening, compasses, just the usual stuff, but there's also certain similarities between what they're experiencing in the story from the group in the 50s that went missing. They do a good job of pulling you into the story. And there's also Jensen. He's funny. He's pretty good. Very likable character. In fact, pretty much all the movies on this list have some funny or likable characters. I mean, if you look at like great movies, look at Shazam. Shazam didn't need to be funny, but it made it a better movie. Guardians of the Galaxy made it a better movie. If you put that little bit of comedy and mix it in with the rest of the story, it makes you like the characters more. It makes you relate to them more. It just makes the movie better to watch. Number 6 on the list is 2015's Howl, which stars Elliot Cohen and Rosie Day. Again, small actors, small movie, not a big budget. It's about just a passenger train, middle of the night. It starts off kind of following the train attendant. He's your main character. Anyways, the train gets attacked. It breaks down. It's a survival werewolf movie, and they have to try and survive the night while being attacked by werewolves inside of a train. It's kind of like Train to Busan, but with werewolves. It's got good structure, good plot development, good characters. They're all well-written, decent storytelling movies.
Isn't it obvious? We're looking at a werewolf.
Number 5 on the list is 2010's Legion, which stars Paul Bettany and Dennis Quaid. There's not much Paul Bettany doesn't do very well. I mean, now he's Vision, but in every role he's played, he does a fantastic job. Anyways, Legion is a apocalyptic type movie, a pregnant waitress and a couple other characters who work at a gas station restaurant when creepy ass, crazy looking, demented ice cream truck people attack, and they have to defend themselves. Save the baby, save the world. It's an action-packed thrill ride with some religious tones.
But what about the baby?
I got it under control.
But it's gonna burn.
Religious overtones, I don't know if that's a thing, but it's a good movie. Number 4 on the list is 2002's Equilibrium, which stars Taye Diggs and Christian Bale. It's kind of like a futuristic dystopia where nobody is allowed to feel, so they take a drug that cancels out all their emotions, and that has massive implications on society and artwork and entertainment, movies, things that make you feel, that survive on those feelings. Came out 3 years after The Matrix, and it has a very Matrix-y feel to it. And I don't know if it was the marketing or what, but it has not gotten the recognition it deserves. It's not like, it's not The Matrix. Don't go into it expecting The Matrix, because it's not. Nothing is. But it's just a great action movie with awesome fight scenes, choreography, good acting. It's a good movie. Number 3 on the list is 2009's Fired Up. It stars Eric Christian Olsen and Nicholas D'Agasto. I thought I'd throw another comedy on this list. Fired Up follows 2 misogynistic womanizers in high school who have basically slept with all the girls in their high school and need to find some new crop, I guess. I feel like there's a better word than that, but...
You can't even say Fountain of Troy at this cheer camp. Go ahead and say it. Oh, stop it! What are you doing? Everybody say it now. Fountain of Troy. Oh, dear Lord! Oh, gosh! Shut up! Shut up!
So they decide to take up cheerleading, where they go to the cheerleading training camp and then just try and sleep with as many girls there as they possibly can while falling in love. It's a love story. It's a comedy love story with a lot of really dumb, funny, just good humor. It's a great movie.
I hope one of you ends up in my ER one day bleeding. I'll make you wait for days. Unless one of you has Blue Cross. That's a PPO, none of that HMO bullshit!
Number 2 on the list is Red Dawn. It's actually a remake. Stars Chris Hemsworth as handsomeness. It's about a Marine who comes home, watches his brother's football game where he's the QB. After the game, they go to the bar, blah, blah, blah. You get your story intros. And the next morning, the North Koreans invade. And that's what this movie's about. It's about these brothers and their friends, and they take on the North Koreans.
Wolverine! It's the Wolverine!
There's nothing special, but that's what movies are about. They're about putting yourself in their shoes. So watching a group of kids in high school take on a military invasion, it's fun. Wolverines!
But I want you boys to do what I would do. I want you to go to war, stop this piece of shit, or die trying.
Number 1 on the list is 2008 Splinter, stars Shea Wingham and Jill Wagner. It's kind of like a few other movies on the list. The bottle episodes. They're trapped in a gas station while some alien life form, which is one of the most disgusting and creepy, but also kind of cool and unique alien life forms, has taken over a body outside and they can't get out. It's about them escaping, but also trying to defeat this alien life form. It's entertaining, to say the least. They're all entertaining. Like, there's so many movies I want to put on this list, so I'm definitely going to make more. There's lots of old, new, remakes, whatever. There's a lot of underrated movies out there. I didn't necessarily put these in any particular order. Don't take it to heart. If you haven't seen any of them, check them out. I want other people to see them and give them a chance. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this list, and I'll try and come out with another one very soon. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.
Money make it rhyme, and if they still don't understand you, then you will run it one more time. They got a good handle.